Okay, wait a minute. We're gonna talk wax melt pots today. We're gonna talk wax melt pots. That's what we're gonna talk about, the Presto pot and this pot that I just got from Jeff Stanley's new company, West Sound Candle Supply. But I just want y'all to see my intro real quick, okay? All right, just give me 10 seconds. It was nice, right? I'm so proud. It was so cute. It's mellow, the music is subtle. I personally like it. I hope you watched it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But let's talk about these wax melt pot options, right? So I'm gonna jump right into it. This video is not gonna be very long because there's not a ton of information as far as, you know, these pots. You buy one that's large enough for the quantity of candles that you're making from, for on a daily basis. And if it works, then great. Ideally, you want your pot to have a spout, and you can buy a Presto pot, which is the one I have on the top here, and then convert it and add your spout, or you can buy one that already comes with a spout. Generally, those are more expensive. So previously, I had this pot here. This is my 10-quart Presto pot. And then I wanted to buy this pot here, which is a 9-liter wax melter that already came with a spout. I'm gonna bring it in closer so everybody can see it. And I didn't have to convert it. So that's really easy. It goes from on, lowest is 122, and then it looks like max maybe just above 212. Which actually works for most waxes. If you're using like a coconut wax like I am, those waxes are getting heated to roughly 200 to 220. And that's like a perfect range for you to pour your fragrance oil and then add your, mix and then pour into your vessel. But anyway, back to the pot. So this is I'll bring it in closer. It is not heavy at all. I know it looks heavy, but it's not. The spout is here. When you first get it, the spout is a little difficult to turn. It just seems really tight, but once you give it a couple turns, it kind of loosens up. The spout, I really like the spout in comparison to the one that's on my Presto pot. I did buy a nozzle. I'll bring that in closer too. But I like the slow controlled pour. So I had my husband find me one of these and it comes out very thin. And it allows me to kind of take my time as it's pouring. No, my temperature does not drop dramatically while I'm pouring because I raise my temperature up to kind of offset that. But anyway, this is the one that I have on my Presto pot, and I like this one because it is very similar as opposed to it coming out and splashing everywhere. So like I said, this is a 9-liter. The only difference is when I got it in the mail, it was a box in a box. And it didn't look very much bigger than my Presto pot. Now, my dumb self didn't do my research prior to and assumed that I was buying a pot that was going to hold more wax than my already large Presto pot. And I have a small one here. I don't know how many quarts this holds. I don't remember, but I know that this one is 10. They hold the same. I know that this one is way fancier and it looks real official and stuff like that. They literally hold the same amount of wax, which is kind of what I figured when I got it to my door and opened it up. I was like, wow, I think I just spent X amount of dollars on a pot that's the same damn size as my Presto pot. Either way, I have not used it yet. I think it's really snazzy. I like the way it looks. And I'm gonna, I'm not gonna return it because now I have 2 pots that have nozzles, which is what really, that have spouts, which was really my goal. So my Presto pot here, it's a little dirty, so bear with me because there's wax all over it. This here is my 10-quart Presto pot, which, like I said, 10 quart. If you convert it into liters, it's about 9.4 some odd liters, which is about the same amount that the other one holds. But I would screw this onto here. I screw it on like such, and there it is. I have a nice, slow, controlled pour, and it's not splashing everywhere like it would be if I didn't have that extra piece to it. So for those of you who don't know, I am in Oklahoma, and I believe Jeff is in Washington, kind of on the Seattle side of Washington. So if you're planning on ordering from him and you're maybe in my area or in my neighboring states, it is going to cost you about $40 to ship, on top of the already 100 and some odd dollars it is to pay for the pot itself. And total, it came to $222. I am a little bit upset because I did not realize I was buying a pot that was the same exact size as my large Presto pot. But like I said, it's not a big deal. That's research that I should have done beforehand. The only shipping was really quick. I ordered it and maybe got it in 5 days. It said it was supposed to be here actually yesterday, and I got it on Friday last week, which was really nice. So about 5 days. I will say that if you look right here where it's kind of smudged and stuff like that, that's how the pot came. There was actually a little red mark here. I wish I would have took pictures of it. I did reach out to Jeff Stanley and he let me know like if anything was wrong with it and it wasn't functioning properly, like when I turned it on, he would definitely replace it. But I haven't used it yet. I might go ahead and, I really don't think there's any point in filling it up here because I already know like about the amount of wax that it's gonna hold because like I said, my Presto pot is the same size. So, but overall, other than the little spot on the front that either could have just been residue from production or packaging, it kind of looked like food. I really highly doubt it was food, but even if it wasn't on the inside of the pot. The packaging was still like normal. It came wrapped in plastic with styrofoam to stabilize it in the box and all types of stuff. So I wasn't too upset with that. Just wipe it off and keep it moving, or wash it out and keep it moving. So it wasn't a huge deal for me. And Jeff was really nice about it. So I think that is about it for the video. Like I said, it will run you about $200 to purchase this pot. If you're not making a ton of candles on a day-to-day basis, I would go ahead and just get yourself a Presto pot off Amazon and then just buy the parts to convert it yourself. It's really inexpensive. I think the parts here along with the steel stick was probably about $10 or so, really inexpensive. And then when you factor that in, the pot being about 80, there's really just no price comparison there. So hopefully this video was a little bit informative. Hopefully I covered everything that kind of needed to be covered. Like I said, it's a really simple pot here. It's got 2 handles. I will say also the lid is plastic. So keep that in mind. This lid is plastic as opposed to my Presto pot lid that is glass and a little bit more sturdy feeling. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work with a pot that gets hot. But then again, this pot may not, may not get as hot all the way to the top like the Presto pot does. So that's just something that I have to play with. And maybe when I go ahead and fill it up and start making candles with it, I will come back and do another video. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I also want you to see my outro because that's kind of cute too.